New projects are always, you know, they bubble along all the time because I'm always working on some new songs or new ideas. But the problem we have increasingly as we get to this point in our careers, you know, getting close to the end of it all, is finding the time to actually get in the studio and do things where people are relaxed and excited about doing it. Because, you know, you get home for a few days after a tour. I mean, people just want to go back to their wives, their kids, their paying the bills, you know, going shopping, painting the cellar, whatever it might be. It's really, really hard, you know, to carve out the time without taking time off touring. But there is the dilemma, you know, these days, and I'm looking at this afternoon, an email from my son saying, well, what about these dates? Do you want to do these? Or I'm trying to get this thing in Turkey going here, and these are... It's really hard to say no when you get the opportunity to go and do things that either they're places you've been in the past and you want to go again, or they're places you've never played before, perhaps a country you've never played before in, or a city you've never played before in, or maybe just a venue you've never played before in. But, you know, to turn that down now would seem like the worst thing to do because that might never come up again. I might never get that offer again to go and do that. I turned down an offer this afternoon to go and play in a big concert in New Zealand. And I turned it down, and I know that I will never go to New Zealand again to play, because I turned down some concerts in New Zealand a few weeks ago for not dissimilar reasons. It's just too far. The number of shows I would play versus the days I'd be away from home, I would rather go and play in the Czech Republic, you know, or in Russia, or in Siberia. I mean, I'd rather go somewhere I haven't kind of done, and it's easy to get to. I can be home the next morning, as opposed to it being really on the other side of the world. And it's so I have to be a little bit, you know, make difficult choices these days with time. You know, there's only so much time left. How long, I don't know. 2 years, 10 years, probably somewhere in there. What I do know is that saying no to something that I really want to do in terms of a place to go and play and people that I've not played to before, particularly, that's something that I don't want to say no to. And that does become increasingly difficult, because to say, nope, that's too much time involved for too little actual hours on stage. I have to make the decisions that way. Hence, no New Zealand, but I said yes to a couple of concerts today that were closer to home, you know, that make more sense for me to do if I want to get my jollies being out and about on some little musical adventure in a place that doesn't perhaps pose the difficulties of being really on the other side of the world. So yeah, these are all just part of the daily decision-making process of what to do with my my allotted span, whatever that turns out to be. But we have to err on the cautious side and assume it won't be too long. So I don't want to take too much time off at the moment, because I know I'd regret it later if I found that for whatever reason I couldn't carry on playing concerts and I'd said no to that, or I hadn't done that thing. You know.